Catholicism for the Boys, or The Boys meets Catholicism. Anyway, the show The Boys beats Catholicism. I just finished The Devils. This was so much fun. I had such a good time with this book. This was everything that I love about a book, honestly. I am obsessed with the world that Joe Abercrombie built here. I love his subtle inversion of history and his alternative Europe and his take on this alternate universe Catholicism. This was so original and cool in the best possible way. I felt like the pacing of this book was awesome. This was super breathless. This was fun. It rarely gave you a beat. Just thought it was such a cool idea and a cool concept, and how he executed it was really clean. And I've heard a few people say all of the characters were unlikable. I thought they were likably unlikable, if that makes any sense. I thought they were so much fun. Vega made me laugh so hard. I loved her. Honestly, Sunny, though, I have such a soft spot for her. I really loved Sunny. But I have to say, Jakob was a fan fave in this house. Jakob was also a fan fave. This was a blast. I really like that whole grimdark, sarcastic, chaotic odyssey, whatever deep niche subgenre that is of fantasy. That's I'm all in on that. That's my favorite. And I love Abercrombie's dry-witted humor. As a girl with an English father and an Irish mother, yeah, I know. His shots that he takes at the English is very, very funny, especially because he is. So I will say I do have a little bit of criticism for it. It was a good book. I really liked it. I did feel like in his dialogue, a lot of his characters had the same manner of speaking, so the same bantering characters. And I felt like you could have taken any two characters and had them have the conversation, and it would have been interchangeable. So their dialogue voice wasn't as distinct as I would have liked for each character, considering how complex they all felt. I also felt like some of the action was a little bit repetitive, and he repeated himself a little bit too much for my taste. I would have liked to see him do something different with these action scenes other than cousin shows up, big fight, cousin shows up, big fight, cousin shows up, big fight. I thought it was cool how he gave them all different settings, a different thing and a different piece that made them unique to their other brothers. But at the same time, I would have liked to see something else, maybe a battle of wits at some point. It just kind of felt like I was reading a different iteration of the same fight. Someone said that this is not normally his writing style. He doesn't normally write like this. And that kind of bums me out because I really enjoyed this writing style. I thought this was really cool and really sharp and really quippy. This was super enjoyable for me. And to know that this is not how he normally writes is kind of a bummer. I feel really comfortable giving this a solid 3.5 out of 5 stars. I think this was a really good time. This was all the stuff that I love. There were just some things that fell flat for me, but that's okay. It doesn't mean it wasn't a great book and a great time. I think this is an excellent 3.5 star read. And I've seen some people say that it's a standalone. I hope it's not a standalone. I hope we get to see the Devils again because I love them and I want to see how they change. Honestly, or don't, and just watch them purge the church of corruption.